Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're a small business owner, this video is for you. So today we're going to be talking about, or I'm going to be talking about the Beneficial Ownership Information Report, also known as the BOIR, required by FinCEN, which is the Financial Crimes Enforcement Network. Here is the best part. You don't have to hire a CPA, an attorney, or any other third party to file this report. I did it myself. You can do it yourself. The purpose of the video is I'm going to walk you through what you need to know so that you can do it yourself. I successfully filed it in December, so I know that you can do it. For those of you who are new here, my name is Melissa, and I share helpful tips for small business owners based on what I've learned over the years. If you find the video helpful, be sure to like and subscribe. And I got a lot more coming your way. All right, let's get started. All right, so we are officially on the United States government official website for the Financial Crimes Enforcement Network. Address can be found here, fincen.gov/BOI, and I will leave this link or add this link in the description of the video for easy access. Before we go to the filing, just a little bit of background information, and you're welcome to skip if you already know background information on the beneficial ownership information report. And if you are just ready to go in and start filling it out yourself, you're welcome to skip to that section. But just a little background, as of February 19th, which was just a couple days ago, I'm filming this video on February 21st, the requirements are back in effect. Okay. And the new deadline is March 21st, 2025. So you have a little less than 30 days, excuse me, um, to complete your report by the new deadline. If we go under prepare and go to how do I file, there is a frequently asked questions section that I do recommend that if you have time that you go through. If you don't have a lot of background information on, your company could be a little bit more complicated than mine. I have a pretty straightforward business. However, if there are layers to your business, or if there's more information that you want to know, I think it's very helpful to go through these sections. And they literally go from A to O here on all the various informations, including if you need to update a report, what the initial report is, the reporting requirements, explains a little bit more what a reporting company is and what the reporting process is. I'm going to just quickly point out some key information that you may want to know before moving forward. Just a little background on what the beneficial ownership information is. Well, it refers to identifying information about the individuals who directly or indirectly own or control a company. So getting down more to the granular level of who owns a company. Why do the companies have to report beneficial ownership information to US Treasury? Well, in 2021, Congress passed the Corporate Transparency Act. Here it states that this law creates a new beneficial ownership information reporting requirement as part of the US government's effort to make it harder for bad actors to hide or benefit from their ill gotten gains through shell companies or other opaque ownership structures. So basically, it's for transparency of who owns what businesses, whether indirectly or directly, for each company. And then there's some other information that you can read more into that. But if we just skip, and we're going to go to the reporting requirements as well, but if we skip down to the reporting company, we know why and when the law came into place. But is your company required to report? And this is where the section C that defines that reporting company here. All right. So there are companies required to report are called reporting companies. There are two types. One is the domestic reporting company, which is a corporation, limited liability, or any other entity created by the filing of a document with Secretary of State or any similar office in the United States. I'll just use my company as an example. I am filed in the current state that I reside in Texas. I am filed as an LLC, and I was incorporated in 2021 with the Secretary of State. Therefore, I would fall under domestic reporting companies. That's just me. You'll read through the definition and determine whether or not you are considered to be a reporting company. The second type would be the foreign reporting companies, which is very similar to domestic, except for it will refer to companies formed under the law of a foreign country, but actually registered to do business in the United States. So those are the two types of reporting companies. And then there are 23 types of entities that actually are exempt. So if you fall under the one or both of these types of companies, you might also want to determine whether or not you are actually exempt, because there are companies that are exempt. Quickly, we'll go to the list of companies that are exempt. And here are the 23 companies that are exempt. And just a quick scan through the list, as you can see, most of it is financial institutions. You got money service business, a credit union, a bank, investment companies, insurance companies, accounting firms. Just taking a quick glance, it primarily looks like companies that are already heavily regulated by the federal government, and therefore may be the reason why these are selected to be exempt from the actual reporting requirement. All right. Before we go to the filing, the only other section that I want to highlight is going to be under section B, which is the reporting process. And again, because we're going to go to the filing, we're not going to get into all of this, but I just want to point out, because the purpose of the video is to show you how you can do this yourself, I just want to point out here, there is a section that discusses, for example, where there be a fee for submitting the beneficial ownership information report. No, there's not. There is not a fee to submit the information to FinCEN. Therefore, it's no cost. So if you were hiring someone to prepare this for you, the cost would just be whatever they're charging you to file it, but really you can file it for free. Okay. And then here on B.7, it talks about, is a reporting company required to use an attorney, a CPA, enrolled agent, or other service provider to submit the report? And the answer is no. Okay. So it's going to explain this here about why, but this is just saying that reporting companies that need help meeting their reporting obligations can consult with professional service providers such as lawyers, accountants, or enrolled agents. However, it is not required. The answer is no. So I always recommend consulting if you have a lawyer that you work with, if you have an accountant or an IRS enrolled agent that you work with. I do recommend in general that you do your research. Let's get right into filing this form. And so if you go right into this, honestly, you can go here, back here to the main page. And what's going to happen here? All right, perfect. And then we'll go to file a report using the BOI filing system. All right, guys. So then you see the option here. You can either go to help if you have questions, but we're going to go to file BOIR. Okay, so you got two choices on how to file. You have a PDF or you have the web. I use the web, and that's what we're going to go through today. Basically, the PDF, you'll need Adobe Reader, and then you would basically print the form. It says you prepare it online. You can, the benefit is you can prepare it at your own pace. Complete the form. I believe that you'll have to at some point rescan it because you'll have to still upload it and submit it to the BOIR website. There also may be some other option to mail it in or something on here. But again, we're not going to do that. But if that's the way you want to do it, then you're welcome to research that on your own. We're just going to click on the file online, which I believe is the easiest way to do it here. And guys, this is your form. And as you can see, very simple. It has the filing information, your reporting company, company applicants, if applicable, beneficial owners, and then you just basically submit the information. So as you can see, very straightforward, very simple. Um, the couple of things I'll point out is that it helps you along the way. So as you can see, filing information. I never did this before. It was the first time I ever done it. I didn't have a lot of extra information on this. However, I read. And if you just read here, you have four options. Type of filing. Well, I don't know, but I assume that I'm initial report. Well, that's what I was. If you read it, it says initial report would be your first BOIR filing. Most of us, this is our first time filing this form because the requirement is new, right? So this is going to be where the majority of us are going to be on this bucket, especially if you're watching this video. If you've already submitted one, more than likely you are not watching this video, but these two would be for if you've already submitted and you need to correct or update information. And then newly exempt entity, you'll if you go into the needs help section, it'll explain that a little bit more. And again, because I did not this is not me particularly, but I would take a second again to go through those exempt companies, and then see what your requirements would be for that. But we're going to be an initial report, and then the date prepared is automatically um, is auto filled here for you. I don't find the date to be extremely important. Auto filled already there for you, and it's due on March 21st. So um, just again keep that in mind as it goes. So you're going to click next, and we're already on the next screen as you guys can see. So again, just as how simple we can get through this form. Part one is the reporting company information. These two things, again, if you click need help, they'll explain what these are. I did not click either of these when I completed my form. You read through the definitions and see if you feel like you need to request a FinCEN ID, or if foreign pool investment vehicle relates to you, then you would complete that. But just want to point out again, just in this quick video, we're only required to fill out the items that have the red asterisk, right? So if you just open up the form and just complete the items, you're going to put your reporting company legal name, and this would be the company that you have, the full legal name of the company that was registered with the your Secretary of State or your whatever equivalent entity. And as you can see, it does say here, reporting company legal name, enter the reporting full legal name as recorded on the articles of incorporation or other documents creating or registering the entity. Again, everything is very straightforward. They're going to explain it all to you. You hover over these items and it's going to explain what you need to do. I'm not going to complete any of this. It does let me click through even if I'm not completing it, but this is what I completed myself. So you'll do company, whatever your company name is, there. Okay. Tax identification type is also required, and the tax number. Now, I personally have an EIN, so I added my EIN in this box here. There is two other options. You have your social security number or foreign ID type. It's going to explain here what you need, and what you should be looking for. Again, most companies, if you're LLC or registered, you'll be issued an EIN, or you have probably applied for an EIN and received one. So by default, this is what I use, but some companies may be using social security number. If you're Schedule C, for instance, my companies have been Schedule C in the past, and I've used my social security number until I obtained the EIN. That's up to you, but I put in my EIN there, and that's what's there. Country of jurisdiction. I personally am a state of Texas formally incorporated business. So I am under the United States of America, country's jurisdiction. And here, this is up to you. But again, there's no asterisk here. It is not required for you to complete. So, but I am registered in the state of Texas, so I would add the state of Texas there. And then a tribe and all that stuff is just not really applicable to me. Here, I put my business address here. And the helps will also tell you what should be entered here. It is the reporting company's principal place of business. Okay, so you will put your principal place of business address there, and then you move right on to the next screen. All right. Um, Company applicant. So let's get into. So when I first looked at this screen, I wasn't sure exactly what it was. So if we click on needs help, it'll tell you that you should check this box if the reporting company was created or registered before January 1st, 2024. So I'll use myself as an example. My company was registered in Texas in 2021. So that comes before January 1st. So I am an existing reporting company. All right, my company already exists before January 1st, 2024. Therefore, I click next. Now, because of this, it does also say reporting companies that check this box are not required to report any company applicant. So you'll proceed to part three. So we're already done with part two. And if you notice, once you click that, you can't really click into any of the other stuff. So even the required names and areas, you can't click on. So you can't fill it out anyway, and then you would just go to next. All right, and for beneficial owners, and I'm just a sole proprietor. I'm the only owner, single member LLC. So there's no need for me to add. But if you want to add any beneficial owners, any additional owners, direct or indirect, to this, you can just click on the add beneficial owner information. And then if you're a parent or guardian for a child, who are you completing this for your child or minor child? That you are responsible for, then then you would click this, the parent guardian information. Other than that, you're just basically writing your name, first name, last name. Here is legal last name and then first name, and then your date of birth here, and then your residential address. And again, if you need more information on what they're looking for, they want the beneficial owner's residential street address information. Okay, and then you will actually also choose a form of identification, and you will upload that information here. It does give you an option to select the state ID, state issued driver's license, a state ID, a passport, or U.S. passport, or a foreign passport. I just used my driver's license, so I picked a state issued driver's license, added my driver's license number here, added the country, the state, and then I uploaded a copy of my driver's license. And again, it does explain here that you can use JPEG, PNG, or PDF form. So again, make sure you hover over all these different explanations or click on needs help and it'll help you get through. But can you guys see how simple this is? All right. And then that's it. Guys, we are done. We are done. We are at the finish line. So you're going to complete the rest of these fields as stated. All these have asterisks, which is just requiring an email, first and last name, and that you are certifying that you are authorized to file this on behalf of the reporting company that is filing, and you certify that the information in the report is true, correct, and complete. After you mark agree, you'll do, this fun I am human caption here, or captcha here. After you complete all that, then you're going to submit your BOIR, and you are done. And I just want to show you guys quickly. Once you are done, and again, I'll make sure that the links are here. Um, I want to show you guys, this is my business email. I got a formal message in December from the BOIR filing email that said that my filing was successful. So I submitted this on December 4th, and pretty quick turnaround. that I got a status form saying file successful. So once you complete, you should be looking for this email to confirm that your submission is complete and it was successful and you're good to go. And guys, we'll look out for any other information because this stuff keeps changing. And with the new administration in office, I'm sure that it's going to change again. But at least you can get this done yourself for free. Hopefully, I showed you how easy it looks, and be on the lookout for more videos and more information as it comes in. Thanks for listening, and don't forget to like, share, or subscribe. Thank you.